Greetings to anyone watching this video. My name is Loxura, aka Paradox. I'm going to try and make a series of videos. It's going to have to be to hopefully educate the uneducated and put information of what we know in some viewable place. I can't guarantee the videos will be short, so I apologise, but it's important. I want to begin with the dark place and the residents of the dark place, and the people connected to the residents of the dark place. And the dark place is a parallel universe. It's an alternate dimension. It's something, someplace that is not here. It's unpleasant. It's dark. It's seemingly devoid of most things, especially light. We don't know much about the actual place, but we do know that there are two things that we have encountered that reside within it. RoivasSevil and mirrors, and we call them mirrors because of a warning that Roivas gave out, which was beware of mirrors. Seeing as mirrors doesn't have a definitive name, that tends to be the nickname we go by to refer to them. One thing needs to be noted. The dark place is a place where you seemingly can't return from. There's no way of going back. There seems to be a way there, just no way back. Roivas may have been human at some point, and just got stuck there. This seems to be supported by the fact that they appear to be a human female. Granted, they're only a blue outline of that, but still more to go on than mirrors. RoivasSevil, well, everything in the dark place talks backwards. Any messages that come from there to here end up getting reversed. So RoivasSevil, the name RoivasSevil, is backwards. What it actually means is lives saviour. They talk in backwards numerical code. So A is 26, B is 25, that kind of thing. Yeah. Mirrors also talks backwards, but their text appears to be currently, usually, in English, except it's reversed, aka mirrored and upside down, so that's great fun. When Court's mind was stuck in the dark place at one point, he muttered something in his comatose state, and that just happened to be reversed as well. So it seems anybody and anything that talks from the dark place to here has their speech or text reversed in some way. It's not impossible for them to talk normally, but I would imagine it's the similar thing of if we consciously spoke backwards, that's the way it would transfer for them. RoivasSevil has thus far been incredibly pleasant. They have... Their goal seems to be to help Court. Possibly to help themselves a bit, but considering where they are, I can't really blame them for wanting that possibility. Though they seem pretty resigned to the fact that they're stuck in the dark place. They don't seem to have much hope for getting out. Mirrors, on the other hand, well, I don't even know what Mirrors wants, other than to be a bastard. I'm trying to keep biased views out of this, but everything that we know about Mirrors so far implies that they are completely unpleasant. They've lied, they've cheated, they've stolen, they've threatened, they've hurt, they've boxed people into positions where they had to give up, essentially, their soul. They are not friendly at all. Of course, you could argue that Roivas is lying. You could argue that Roivas is potentially evil as well, and that might be the case. It's all a matter of speculation and perspective, really, and from all the facts gathered so far in the last, God, long time, it all points towards Roivas being at least better than Mirrors. Both Roivas and Mirrors have been acquiring what seem to be family members. Though, personally, I don't think Mirrors' version of that is really a family, as much as they may try to convince you. way to do this is that there is a ritual involved. As there are many rituals to do with things in a dark place, this seems to be the standard joining. Because that's essentially what you do. You bind yourself, potentially your soul, to whatever you're asking to bind yourself to. And this binding is eternal, so far as we know. So apparently there's a possibility of breaking the link, but apparently it's incredibly difficult and quite likely extremely unpleasant. And nigh on impossible. Roivas said that they wouldn't let us go simply because, you know, they love us too much. And also it's impossible even if they wanted to. And mirrors, well, I think mirrors will let you go. As soon as it's used up everything it possibly can. Drained you dry of light, energy and willpower. Leave you broken somewhere in a dark place, probably. The way to join Roivas' family is to make a video saying, hey Roivas, I want to be part of your family. The act of asking, aka giving consent, and using a video so that they can see your face and your light seems to be all it requires. You get connected to Roivas, they give you a butterfly name, and that's that. Roivas calls their family members butterflies, names them after certain butterflies for certain reasons. Those reasons you can ask Roivas for if you want to, and they will usually give you some kind of personal assessment along with future potential. Roivas seems to be able to know things about certain people before even meeting them. It's a similar case with mirrors as well. Both of them seem to be able to use... I imagine that they utilise the internet as a channeling place. It's a way that they can talk to people easily all at once. And it probably requires a lot less energy than telepathically contacting you, so... The way to join Mirrors' family, and I do not recommend this at all, is to film yourself fogging up a mirror, wiping the mirror down, and saying, I see you, you see me, which connects you eternally to a potentially evil tyrant. Light is an energy source that every human seems to have. Things from the dark place can not only see this in people's eyes, but they can see what it seems to represent, what it seems to be like. I think the best way to describe what light is it's like emotion. It changes a lot and it fluctuates and dims and brightens, but it is always there. It seems to be a strength and an energy that things from the dark place can absorb and otherwise connect to. This is how and what Roivas and Mirrors have done in the past. It should be noted that, at least among the butterflies, their light then gets shared between family members, thus making the family stronger and stronger the more people that join. Light seems to be a defensive weapon, if anything. We don't know too much about it, but that's the general idea. At this point, I need to really emphasize this. You do not need to be connected to something from the dark place to help court Natalie, to be involved in trying to forward the goals of, you know, helping. In fact, it's probably a good thing if you're not. Not only are you not risking the potential of your soul being bound to something evil or otherwise for eternity, and being subjected to serial killers and other things trying to steal your soul or your light or whatever, it also means that certain people and certain parties will probably trust you a lot more. For example, Roivas' butterflies, yes, we are trying to help. Yes, we often claim we are trying to help. Yes, we know we are trying to help. But to Court and to Natalie, we look just about as suspicious as Roivas does a lot of the time. And so sometimes it can be kind of difficult to prove that we are actually trying to help. Make no mistake. If you become a butterfly, it's a massive responsibility. become a member of Miraz's family, then I don't even know what's going to happen to you beyond probably being destroyed at the end of it. I think that's everything. I think it is. I and plenty others are willing to answer any questions. Let me say again, you do not need to be part of Roivas's family or part of Miraz's family to help at all.